Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a... So sue me, who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet, no respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes, like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half, like who the f are you? Who the f are you? Who the f are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The long build-up is over, and Super Bowl 52 is finally here. These teams have had 2 weeks to prepare, and no doubt they are ready to get the biggest game of their lives started. Who will leave the field as champions of the NFL? It's the 49ers going up against the Browns. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A gain of 6 there on first.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
They'll send Gordon in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
3rd and 2. Now Kessler. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. It's a gain of 4, and it gives him the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
On 2nd down, Kessler. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Navarro Bowman makes anyone's short list for the best linebackers in the game.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now Kessler on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around. Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now. Now Kessler. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Now receiver in motion left. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. On 3rd and 2, Kessler looks to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Eric Armstead in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And I guess, partner, you call that a covered sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
So it was a drive that seemed to go on for an eternity, forever. Our sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points is the result.
Yeah, it's hard to say who came out ahead there, isn't it? On one hand, you kept the defense out there a long time. But after controlling the ball for so long and just moving the ball incrementally down the field, a field goal seems like a bad result.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. He'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Dominic Easley is one of those defensive linemen you can plug in just about anywhere and find good play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes Bradley Pinion to punt this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Detroit! Detroit! Go!
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, it's Kessler. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time for Cleveland. 65 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. And they'll run it here. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here we go. 3-19.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now Manziel. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Manziel. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Manziel. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a San Francisco first down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, trucked him. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Super Bowl 52 after this. On 1st and 10, here's Kessler. Caught, left side, it's Barnage. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, Kessler. James has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And the wideout in motion. And on the ground they go with a running back. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. 1st and goal. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now they'll throw with Kessler. Dancing to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Cody Kessler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So these two teams will head back to their respective locker rooms here in Super Bowl 52 from Minnesota, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Manziel. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Here's Manziel surveying the field, buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Here's Mostert. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Manziel. And he's got Peak. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green! Detroit! Detroit! Watching that, Green, 39!
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And it's first and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Well, the elusive, slippery guy couldn't get in there, though. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Kessler looks to throw on 2nd down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And now here's a carry heading left. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Now Kessler throwing on 2nd down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
In motion right comes Gordon. Third and 2. Now Kessler. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you.
And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Let's go. Green, 39. Let's go. Hey, you got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Play action. Now Kessler. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Detroit. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Here's Manziel. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now Manziel looking deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go. Blue landed.
They'll send Gordon in motion left. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw is Kessler. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to pass. Kessler. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Parkey's kick is good. and that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Shift together here from the D-line. They go back to the air here after the INT. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
In motion right comes Gordon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They come up at an offset eye. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass. And
he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Steps away to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Manziel. Smith catches left side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll drop the throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Peek's got it over the middle. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Manziel escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Demario Davis able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Manziel. His pass caught at the 4. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 3 yards out. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Manziel going to throw. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.